So this is your card, your surprise. Deck of cards here. Okay. And we're going to have some fun with them today. We can mix it on up. And then we have a spectator select a card via dribble, riffle, or just casual card spread, whatever you feel like. So let's just say card is selected, and I will not look. Hopefully it comes in front. There we go. I just hear the clicks on the camera, so I'm like going off of that. Okay, and then the card is tossed back, oh say like so. Okay, and show again. And then tossed back. Lost inside the pack. And what we're going to try to do, and you can really see it there, lost inside the pack. What we're going to do is we are going to be able to give it a magic wave, because what I want to do is ultimately have your cards stand out from the rest of the pack. Okay, so I'm going to try to give it a magical wave. Ooh. And believe it or not, your card will stand out from all the rest. You can check it out, you can see it. One card, your card, stands out. And I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. Your card. Now, I mean, we always think it could be any card, but if it is your card, it should be your 3 of clubs, which is pretty amazing. But I want to take it a little bit further. So we'll set that aside. And we'll do something more with this card trick. I'm going to have a spectator tell me when to stop as I go by, whenever they like. And they say stop right here. Okay. They memorize that card. I'm not going to look. Okay, got it. And I toss it at the pack. Maybe even give it a shuffle, whichever. But again, I'm just going to give it a magical wave. And that card will stand out from all the rest. You're going to see. If I give it a spread, there should... Hold on, what? Your card should stand out from all the rest. Oh, wait. Can you, and they can do this themselves. They would check underneath the box. There's no way. But it is your card. And if it is so, then your card must be the Jack of Diamonds. Hope you enjoyed it, and that is your card, your surprise. So I hope you enjoyed that performance. If you can, leave a like, and then the Academy always appreciates a like. And then we'll jump into the explanation, well, I guess now. So what this is, and if I can get it all in one take. So what this is a Chicago Surprise with a couple minor additions to it. Chicago Surprise, Red Hot Mama, whatever you want to call it. Poster children being Oz Perlman and a couple other people, maybe YouTube. Dating back with all the bar magicians, Frank Everhart, Heba Haba Al, and a bunch of others. Keeps on going back further. So I did my crediting to the best of my ability. And so this is a wonderful card trick I just love to do. In this case, we will use, just like a regular Chicago Surprise, we have one red card amongst the blue deck, or vice versa, whatever you feel like. And for this case, I decided to do a little addition, and this is the addition I've seen. I came to this conclusion independently. I've seen some things kind of similar with Magic Castle Magicians, but never seemed to be published. A similar version was that of John Guastafaro, the very first trick in his book, 101 Degrees Fahrenheit, I believe the name of his book was. Great magician. And he did something with subliminal advertising. That was the premise of that, something similar. So we're going to do something similar to that. Again, if you've seen something like this before, let me correct the person or do the right thing. So with that said, all that out of the way, we continue by first, sharpening in your card. Try to make it neat. I apparently cannot, but it looks decently good. Let me see if it looks better here. Your card. I put a little exclamation mark on it. And then as per se the usual Chicago Surprise, we get a matching card of the blue back for the blue deck, so it's entirely blue deck. Blue Jack Diamonds, red Jack Diamonds with your card on it. And there's some minor additions I wanted to throw in there, so gives you some things to consider if you know Chicago Surprise already. So put the blue back here, put the Jack Diamonds right here, and I try to make it so it's towards the spectators when I take out the box. So in context, if I have your card right here, I have it towards the audience so they are the ones that see it. And I tend to put this deck face up and I put it inside the box, so when I take it out, I flip it over and I've got the card, your card, towards the audience when I do the revelation. Okay, so we'll start from that position. So we put it inside the box. Oh, it's trick time. Yay! Take it out. Okay. And then, because it's face up, you don't have to worry about the red back showing. Take it out, set the card aside, and then turn it on over. If you turn it on over like this, I think, yeah, you're going to flip the whole thing over. So when you turn over like this. Okay? And it should be apparent, but I will stress it anyways. Please do not, flash the bottom card. Just keep, spread towards the top. Don't take towards the bottom. Try to do that. And just suggest to the spectator. Don't say take any card. Here, just take one. Just take one around the center. That sounds indirect, but you're actually targeting the audience. And just say take anyone, and then it invites people to take the bottom card, and your trick's gone. Oh, how lovely! So card selected, whatever, or you can do a dribble as a good performance. Whatever you feel like. I don't judge. Okay. In this case, the card. Oh my gosh, 4 hearts again. Okay, different card. How is that happening? Okay, Jack of Spades. Well, it's too similar. Okay, 2 of Clubs. We get something unique finally. 2 of Clubs. Okay. And then we have the card returned. It can be dropped. You drop packets. And because this is a key card technically, you can, they place it back and you put this on top. You can do that. That's one method of doing it. Or you can simply just swing cut. They can tell you when to stop. Swing cut, put back, whatever you feel like. Let's just say we do swing cut, okay? So we just swing cut, they put their card back, you show it twice. Always show it twice where you can, because people are forgetful or sedated. Who knows in this world? Okay, drop it, and you can dribble if you want to do a subliminal little gesture that nothing's happened. You can drip because you know the card's where it's estimating or it's around. I can do a little bit of dribble, like just a little bit, boom. And then drop the whole pack before I hit that point. Boom, and just drop it. So it's lost somewhere inside the pack. It's a subliminal little gesture. You don't go through the whole pack, otherwise you'd be flashing the red card prematurely. You then cast your magic spell or whatever your presentation is, which is pretty cool. And then you can spread on off and then show the card. Now this handling little tip is something I saw, if I can be direct, from Disturbing Reality. Their little handling tip where they just place all the cards aside, setting up for, and this is, by the way, the other key card, the other Jack of Diamonds. Setting it to the side where they could use it later for their Chicago was a cool little handling tip I've never really seen before, and I really like it, so want to credit them for that. Just spreading. They see it, they can square everything, set it aside, and it sets up for this trick later. But we can ignore it for right now, because all the heat is right here. And then you can stress it, show it to them, and take all the time in the world, and you can even look like you're trying to be fair, showing it to them, and in fact you're getting a double, like lifting up from the back to get a double, pinky right there, and then you can just turn over and say, hey, look, it's your card. You can stress it. It's funny as heck. People take a moment to really notice that, wow, you wrote your card, turn it over, and you got your card. Yay! Everyone's reacting. And then you can take it down and then set it there or whatever. And then here's a thing where you can do, most people remember this as card under shoe. So after you did the double, and then you're turning face down, I say, hey, I drop it to the floor and say, can you put your foot on this? And most people remember this trick always as the card changes on their shoe. But if you're in a professional setting, you can do this idea. You can set all the rest of the cards on top, lift them up, take them in your dominant hand, and then put the card box on top of your card, and just, there you go. and say, well, that's one trick down. Cool. And everyone's like, yay, trick done. What are you going to do next, magician man? Or woman? Try to be universal here. Or whatever you identify as. Anyway, so then we do a Hindu shuffle force. You could do whatever else. You could control this card through a shuffle to the top and then do... so you could do this. Control to the top. And then I say tell them to stop. Tell them wants to go, turns all the cards face up. Then you go past face up into face down, turn it over. This is a slop triumph kind of force thing. And then push up, and then you say take out the first face down card you see. And then we force the Jack of Diamonds. That's one way. But just the old classic Hindu gets the job done. I'm serious. So just tell them to stop whenever I go across. They say stop, you flash the bottom card, they see it, toss it back, and say, watch this, give a deck a riffle, give a snap, whatever you feel like. And you say, watch, one card is, if you're commercially walking around, watch, one card is different from all the rest. Oh wait. If you're on the table, you can take advantage of it, use a spread, and notice how nothing's different. Well, your card is pretty unique. Point to it, gesture, let them eventually assume, then they go, no way. Then you can imagine how many times I've done this trick. We lift off the card box. They lift off, you don't even have to touch anything, or they step off their foot, they do it themselves, and the trick's over, but they are amazed. You nailed Jack of Diamonds. Yay! And they're freaking out for days, and then that's the only trick they ever remember. Yeah, it's a great trick, and these are just my thoughts. Your card's your surprise. The really special edition being, your card to there. I remember this is inspired from Jacob's Triumph, another trick I had published previously. And just the your card effect, and just, having this your card like it's predicted is just very comedic, and it's just so cool. I love having this idea of your card. One other thing I should mention. Oh yeah, just general thoughts on the Chicago Surprise. It's a good one-off trick, I'll admit it. But the problem with it is it's so powerful if you're trying to include an act, because you start out, with a gaff card, maybe a gaff card, or just the whole setup, whatever you do. Eventually lead into impromptu work or different effects. And unless you do a deck switch immediately to set up for another powerful trick, you leave your act, as everyone says at the castle, or used to say at the castle, it goes up and then it goes down, because it really is hard to beat the impact of this trick. It's kind of an I don't want to say overloaded, but it's kind of an overloaded trick because it's so powerful that it's really, really hard to beat. It takes a lot to beat this card trick, so you have to have a really good, confident material to be able to go past this. That's why, from what I remember, the castle discourages, generally loosely discourages the use of this trick, just because they want it to be, and I get it, I totally respect their reasoning. It was to scale up your routine to a big finish. So it starts out good, bang, cool, and it scales from there to a big finish, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's the greatest show ever, Magic Castle's awesome, yay. And this is just also in general performance, to which I respect their ideas and thoughts on that. But if you're just doing it as a standalone, or just walking around strolling, this is a real winner in everyone's book. How do you get the card color change under my shoe? Do that trick again. That's what I would always hear when I would do this trick at a lot of shows. So again, if anyone has seen someone come up with a similar idea, I try to credit everyone I can. I've never really seen this thing published before, like this exact way. But yeah, I'd love to credit that person if there is something like that. I developed this independently. But with that said, I hope everyone enjoys this little additions, and the little additions I try to offer in here, just to make the routine more interesting for everyone. I just want to try to always, and this is not in a negative way, I'm just trying to push the ball forward in Magic. Not try to get in this whole fight and everything. I just want to be able to, the whole point of creating a routine was so that someone can maybe one day, in the back of our mind, outside of amazing people, to be able to stand on the shoulder of giants and push the ball forward to make magic even better, to make our expressions of love and ultimately what magic is, an expression of you, giving and sharing these wonderful moments with everyone. We want to make these moments really, really impactful, and with social media kind of, you know, changing the game, I'm trying to rechange it so that we can make our routines as powerful as possible. But that's enough of my rant. If you enjoyed the video, please, if you can, leave a like for the Academy. Share with your friends if you want to. But that said, I'm wishing you a wonderful day, and see you next video.